Right, guys, in this video, we're going to look at how to construct the sectional elevation, or more specifically, the sectional north elevation. My assumption is that you've read the details and noted that different blocks will have different amounts of information or input into this, where like C block, you'll go to finished floor level, B block will go to ceiling height, and A block all the way to the top of the roof. All right, so let's get across to CAD. Well, just before we do that, let's just ensure that we know which direction we're facing. So the section, the cutting plane, excuse me, goes through the awning window in the bathroom and through the left wall here, external wall, facing the door. So we'll need to show the door in a closed position, and you can include the water closet in if you'd like. What I will do is also add a human silhouette, just to give that sort of depth to the bathroom. Right, so let's go ahead and do that. Off to CAD, and what I'm going to do is I've already turned it off. I've turned off my line weights. Did notice something that was annoying me. I don't like the thickness of the outline of this window, which we might go change a bit later, but that's a bit later. So line weights off. Get to your default line type, and what we're going to do is project these walls. So this wall and this wall, we're going to project them upwards. Okay, how I'm going to do that is I'm just going to use extensions. So I haven't clicked anything. I've just hovered over that corner, and now I'm dragged up, and now I'm going to click and drag. No particular distance here, there. So I'm going to take that up as well, and you can see if I do that as well, it snaps and gives me the same height. So I can keep sort of a uniformity going on here. Then I'm going to come to that point there, and we're going to see it. Because it's the first point I moved on to, it's recognized that it wants to stay on that position. If I click there, well, if I hover on there and then come back this way, you'll see then it snaps onto both. And then I can again hover over that. As long as my object snaps on, it gives me all this assistance. I'm going to move on to that inside corner, and it holds on. Then I'm going to move to there. There it is. And I'll move up and then snap on the same height. Just for now, not that you need to have the same heights as here. You can drag from all the way from the bottom. That's fine. Now I'm going to add a line across the bottom here, because I'm going to place my foundations there as well. I'm going to use that line, the center of that line, the little triangle, this node in the middle here, as an opportunity for me to place my foundation. So up we go. Let's go find the foundation detail. Foundations, the footings are 600 by 200, which is quite a simple thing. So we're going to go to rectangle, and we're going to go 600 right by 200. Enter. I'm then going to move this, and I'm going to find this triangle, my center point at the top, and go snap it to that center point there. Then highlight it, CO for copy, and enter. I'm going to click it on that center point, and then go reference against that center point at the bottom of the wall. So now my foundations are in place. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a line, right, move here, extend it outwards a little bit, and then run it all the way across the top of the foundations. I'm going to use this line to reference the different heights of the detail in the footing here. So we're going to have a portion of natural ground, then we're going to have compact fill, and then the concrete surface bed. So if we come across again to the foundation detail, we've got 200 to ground level, 150 for compact fill, and 150 for concrete surface bed. So let's go back to CAD, and now I'm just going to offset accordingly. So offset, enter. I'm going to go 200, enter to start. Okay, pull that up. Then we're going to offset again, and the next two I'm going to manually input 150, enter, 150, enter. I can now go and trim where I need to, but before I do that, I need to just get that concrete surface bed, which is this layer over here, right? We'll go one brick course into the wall. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to hover over the midpoint, because that gives me the reference for the middle of the wall, and then I'm going to go ahead and draw a line to cut that in half. I'm going to do the same thing here, line command, click, and then there we go. I'm now going to go trim all the lines I do not need. So I don't need that. I don't need those external lines there. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that for sure. That in the middle. All of these lines can be removed. I'm obviously going to keep those because that's ground level, but ground does not run through the wall, hence why I've erased it. And then I'm going to trim those two lines, and then we don't want the wall running through the concrete surface bed either. So at this point now we've got the profile for the foundations and the footing, along with natural ground level, the hardcore fill, and the concrete surface bed. Okay. In the next videos, you will then move into your respective blocks in terms of C block will finish now on the floor level. I'll go show you how to do that. B block, you will go all the way to, as I've said, to ceiling level, and A block, you will add the roof detail.